Google investors are watching Wall Street this morning. Google shares took a nosedive Thursday, losing more than $60 a share. The sell-off was so severe, trading in Google stock was halted for much of the afternoon. Rebecca Jarvis is here. Rebecca, good morning.
Charlie, good morning to you. And a disappointing earnings report is bad enough, but having it accidentally released early is even worse. And that's exactly what happened to Google on Thursday. The stock plunged as just about everyone, including company execs, was caught off guard.
Google shares intraday have fallen off a cliff right now.
It was a Wall Street stunner.
This is ridiculous.
I literally have no idea what happened with Google.
An earnings report from Google released hours ahead of schedule, showing that the company's profits fell 20%. Scrambling to figure out what had happened, investors hit the exits. Within just 8 minutes, the company's stock plummeted 9%, wiping out $24 billion in shareholder value.
When it first happened, we thought maybe there was some sort of fraud involved or something askew, but it really turned out that someone just had published the results early.
R.R. Donnelley, the company that prints Google's financial documents, had accidentally filed the report almost 4 hours early and during trading hours. In the report, a quote from Google's co-founder and CEO Larry Page was missing. In its place, the words "pending Larry" quote. Page later apologized for the mess in a conference call with investors.
I'm sorry for the scramble earlier today. As our printers have said, they had sent on the release just a bit early.
He also insisted that despite the numbers, Google had a strong third quarter. By the time the closing bell rang, shares of Google recovered a little ground, but still ended the day 8% lower as investors took issue with two weak points in the ill-timed report: sluggish ad sales and losses at Google's recently acquired Motorola unit.
Over the long term, we think that they can grow through this, but for now and for the next few quarters, it's probably going to continue to be a problem for them.
So what's going on here?
Mobile is what's going on here. And we've heard this. We've even talked about this multiple times, Charlie. Everybody is beginning to access the internet from the palm of their hand, on their smartphone, on their tablet. And Google is still trying, like Facebook, to figure out how to do advertising that pays the same amount online for the tablets and the smartphones as it does for the desktops. Now, it's definitely something that Google's trying to figure out. And it's a philosophical question as well as a technological question, because once you're working with that smaller space, great, everyone's got access to the internet, but at the same time, it's harder to figure out how to put advertisements in that space and not hurt the experience for the user.
And neither Google or Facebook has figured it out yet.
They are still working on it, both of them.
Thank you, Rebecca.